your top tips on how to protect yourself from copycats. There's so much content that is being made right now. And if you are a content creator, this episode is for you. How to protect the content that you are creating. Now, if you're an influencer, blogger, a crafter, a DIYer, anybody that is creating, aside, even if you are a coach creating content, you are protecting yourself constantly from people who could be copying your work and acting like it's theirs. So here are some quick tips on how to handle that, how to protect yourself, strategize in your business, but then also what to do in the event something does happen. So number one, when you are creating content, you want to make sure that everybody knows that it's yours. And the best way to let everybody know that it's yours is a simple thing of making that notice known to them. How do we make that notice known to them? Well, we put it in our terms and conditions in our website. So if you don't have that, please go to my other episodes that talk about that, or DM me and I'm happy to talk to you about that as well. So your terms and conditions have the copyright notice in there. Also on your website, have the letter C with a circle around it. Why? Because that is the copyright symbol for copyright intellectual properties purposes. And along with that, you can write the date and then also how somebody can, or essentially the name of your business, and then also if all rights are reserved. Because at the end of the day, this is just giving notice. You don't have to give this notice because you have an inherent right in any original works of authorship that you are creating. However, people don't know that and people don't understand that. And sometimes all you have to do is show that C and say, hey, it's protected. And we will do whatever we need to do under the law to protect our copyright. Number two, the best way to protect your copyright is to register it with the US Copyright Office. It is not expensive to do that. It is anywhere from $35 to $55 on average. It is not expensive. It might take a little bit of time. You can do it yourself, or you can even reach out to a lawyer and get it done. But the idea is to get it done. Why? Because when you register it with the US Copyright Office, you are now statutorily protected. And when you have statutory protections, you have just boosted that base level common law protection that you have. And that boost allows you also to seek damages, to seek monetary damages. And the sooner you copyright it, the more monetary damages you might be able to get. And you can also take it to court. Otherwise, there's no way to, you can't take it to court. So you really want to, anything that is in your revenue stream or something that is getting people as clients, something that's just really important to your business, you need to copyright register that with the US Copyright Office, okay? Number three is that in the event somebody does copy something from you. So it's very common, Pinterest, you're selling something, even big companies do that. And so when that happens, you know it's yours, especially if you have created it by your hand. So whether somebody has captured something from Pinterest or whether somebody has captured something from your Instagram, and now they're all of a sudden showing it on Etsy, or there's another person on Etsy selling the same exact thing you are, but yours is the original work of authorship. You need to send them a note. You need to send them a letter. You need to send them a message. You need to let them know that they have violated and infringed upon your copyright. And the reason is this, because if you don't, you're not going to get any recourse for sure. And another thing is that it's just going to keep eating you up. So why do that? You need to have a peace of mind, and a peace of mind will come with you being proactive about it. Another thing to do is when there is a copycat at that point, and now this is post-copycat, you can send them a notice in the email. Send them a friendly notice in the email, friendly but stern, friendly but demanding, that, hey, this is mine. This is when I posted this. This is my stuff, and I have this copyright number or file number, and if you don't, no big deal. And tell them to take it down and give them immediate takedown. And if you don't, then I'll have my lawyer talk to you. And those are quick things, but make sure that if you have that, if you don't then type of a situation, that you actually follow through with it. Because a lot of times people know that many people are just all bark but no bite. And so you don't want to be that person. Make sure you can follow up with it and you can move forward with whatever you're saying if you don't then type of thing. And at the end of the day, you doesn't have to be hostile, because honestly, all of these intellectual property lawsuits are very expensive. So the best way to do is to be preventative, to add strategies into your business, to include it in your terms and conditions, to include it in your contracts, the provisions of copyright and intellectual property, to include it on your website, just apparent and obvious that it's there, to include it in every little thing that you have, to let people know, whether they're your users, whether they're your students, whether they're your clients, whether it's just somebody perusing your website, that, hey, listen, this is mine. We can have a chat about licensing, we can have a chat about usage, but we need to have that chat and we need to make it more formal than just you copy pasting and putting it on yours.